Merry Christmas, you guys.
Hey.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Out
As you can see, we are nice and festive.
Mhm.
And if you didn't know, now you know. It is round 2 of the holiday episode for the Mocha message.
Yes.
And before we get into all of that, for those who are just now joining us, my name is Shawnee.
And I'm Jackie.
And you are listening to and watching the Mocha Message.
Yeah. Feeling like a Christmas jingle.
Yes.
Okay.
So excited.
Yes. We are so glad that y'all are joining us. And as you know, for season 5, what we've been doing is highlighting Black businesses, different places that you can patron, little date night situations, little solo pursuit situations, group situations, all of the above. So for this episode, what I wanted to do was to highlight not necessarily anything that you could buy or anything tangible to take away, but more so an experience.
Okay, experience, a vibe.
Yes. So for this one, I wanted to highlight Poetic Jazz Official.
Okay.
And what Poetic Jazz Official is, it's a event series that takes place in the city of Atlanta. It fuses spoken word poetry, jazz music, usually always a live jazz band, actually, and different artists, whether they rap, they sing, or whatever the case may be, play an instrument, saxophone or whatever, here in the city. And it's really cool. I think if you are a fan of the movie Love Jones, it like gives Love Jones vibes a little bit.
I love that.
Which is really cool. I don't know if you all are familiar with So Far Sounds, but I like to think of it as the Black So Far Sounds.
Yeah, okay.
I know So Far Sounds is big, like it's global. They're all over every city in the US or even international. But Poetic Jazz kind of gives me like a Black version. Like it's usually all Black artists, Black band, and it's curated and run by a Black woman.
Yeah, shout out to that.
Yes. Who is a phenomenal artist in her own right. Goes by the name of Lola Lede.
Okay.
So yeah, she puts these events together. It's all over the city. It's super dope. Real like family like atmosphere.
Yeah, like intimate.
Like intimate vibe, real cool. Everybody's friendly, warm, welcoming. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, shout out to Ms. Lola.
Yes.
Shout out to Poetic Jazz. Please make sure you guys go to her Instagram, her website, sign up for the next show. Yeah,
so there's one more show happening in December.
Okay.
December 16th. And just so everybody can enjoy the holiday, relax, wind down for the new year. And then we will be back up and running in the new year.
Perfect. Yes, definitely make sure that you guys check that out, especially if you are local to the Atlanta area, and tell them that the Mocha Mavens sent you.
Hey, there you go. Stamp of approval right there.
Yes. So guys, we got so much positive feedback last year for our with good. So don't worry about it, Shawnee.
New take.
Right.
Take 2.
So guys, last year we got so much positive feedback for our holiday episode, Good Tidings and Cheer.
Yes.
If you didn't catch it, make sure you go back to our channel and take a look. It is filled with gems. And we're going to do it again.
Yes.
But bigger and better.
Hey.
And I'm excited this year because not only are we kind of going on, a personal journey of what happened throughout the year, but we're also going to do a little pop culture moments.
We love it.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. So you guys get your cookies, get your brownies, get your hot cocoa and a blanket, and let's get into it.
Get cozy.
So what I probably want to start with, honestly, is a little personal highlight section. So just things that, happened throughout the year for both of us where we were like, nah, this was a really big accomplishment, or this was something that was, transformative to me in 2023. So I'll let you go first.
Of course. All right. When I think of the year 2023, man, one huge thing that stands out because it was the biggest of leaps of faith. Like when I tell y'all, like leaping off of mountain, like it's the equivalent of bungee jumping or skydiving or something. Like that's what it felt like for me anyway. I know it sounds dramatic, but it's real. Was the launching of my YouTube show and series, Giving Up the Tapes.
Yes. Tell us about it, please.
Okay. Yeah. So Tapes was something I feel like that's been brewing in me since I was like yay high. I'm telling you, 12, 13 years old, when you're consuming like media and pop culture and all that kind of stuff. And you're starting to think about like, what is it that I want to do when I grow up? Or what do I want to be? Like, I wanted to be AJ and Free so bad. Yeah. I wanted to be the Ananda Lewis on MTV. Yeah. Like the only Black woman VJ. I wanted to be all of these people because I love the way that they connected with music artists. Like, I would be running off the bus like, I got a 6-year-old.
Ain't no bikes outside tonight. Look, Beyonce just released her new album. Destiny's Child is on TRL. I feel it. I would
skirt off. Like, we would all be playing outside or whatever. Yeah. I would skirt off. They'd be like, where are you going? I'm like, 106 in Park.
Oh, I love that. I actually really love that.
I'm like, I gotta watch 106 in Park. Like, Destiny's Child gonna be on there, blah, blah, blah. Real hype for no reason. But not for no reason. Right. Because it sticks with me to this day. Mm-hmm. So I always really valued just hearing different music artists' stories. Yeah. And their journeys and how they started and how they got to where they were and what motivates them. Because when you put things out into the world, it's vulnerable. Yeah. Like we know it from Mocha Message. Right. Like, whether it was audio, then it was video, like it's vulnerable. Exactly. Put yourself out in front of people. So always valued like just hearing about artists, hearing about their stories and things like that. And there are so many local gems in Atlanta. And I'm like, y'all can't say like R&B is dead or pop music is over.
Don't say that around Jackie much. Well, actually,
of people you should check out. But yeah, I was like, we need these people to be highlighted. Like the Beyoncés, the SZAs, even like the Ari Lennoxes and stuff of the world. Like they have shine, they have a platform, but it's people out here grinding daily, every day who deserve for their story to be told. Yeah. So yeah, did that. It was like pulling teeth because y'all know I don't really be trying to be in front of the camera. But, Mocha Message going on video kind of ripped off that Band-Aid. Like, girl, it's not that bad. It's okay. You can do it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, definitely attempting to get it up and running for volume 2.
Pause. We will.
I knew it. As soon as I said attempting.
Right. I saw you try to like creep past it. Nah. We will be doing a volume 2 because let me tell y'all, like, and this is not just, I'm about to pump up my friend, whatever. No, like Tapes is quality, okay? Like in an era where people are the laziest I've ever seen with interviewing and with researching somebody, you know what I mean? Like even pronouncing a name or knowing their latest project. Like in that era, it is so refreshing to have somebody who does their research, who connects with each of their like guests individually and has that chemistry and makes them feel, comfortable enough to like share themselves with the audience. Like that's not an easy thing to do. Not every artist is, super outgoing and willing to be on camera and stuff like that. That's not every artist, even though they may be talented. So I'm telling you guys, like, every episode is fire. Like, and I promise I'm not even just pumping her up. Like, it is a quality show. The production is great. Again, like the questions that she be asking, even the games that you play to like get them, comfortable. And again, I feel like I learned something about every single person. And every time after the episode, I'm like, okay, let me go to my Apple Music, search whoever I was just watching.
Thank you.
Now I know something about them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now they've told me, stuff about what they've done in the past, maybe future or upcoming releases. And yeah, it just really is a quality show. And I am so excited to see like everything else that's going to come from that.
Thank you, man.
For real. Thank you. Sound, like applause, sound effect, please. Because, yes, like tapes, Giving Up the Tapes is a really good series. So please go to YouTube, search Giving Up the Tapes. You will see my lovely co-host Jackie. Subscribe, like, comment, watch all of these episodes because I promise you, like, you're going to learn so much and you're going to be excited for the next volume.
Thank you.
Of course. But that's good. I think that it's really helpful to just stretch yourself. You know what I mean? Like truly like put yourself in an uncomfortable position because you're not ever really going to grow just being where you always been and what you're always used to doing.
You're right about that.
So that's a really good one.
Thank you, man.
Claps for that again. Like another sound effect.
I appreciate that so much. I really do. And you've also been killing it, silently killing us, y'all. She's a sniper. She's just been out here, and I'm like,
gas me.
I be learning about things like I'm like, what? Why didn't you say anything?
Yeah.
So it's your time to shine, shorty.
Look, okay, all right. I'll throw one out there. We gonna do a back and forth thing. I'll throw one out there. Yes. So one of the things that I accomplished this year that it was a goal of mine. I don't know if I've ever like said it on the podcast or anything, but definitely wrote it down. Sorry.
Just saying.
Now she's going after me.
I've been learning stuff as y'all learning stuff. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
But one of the things that I accomplished this year was growth, specifically growth in my Coin Cuisine website. So I've always had a goal of
sorry, I'm hyped.
I've always had a goal of being one of those recipe sites that are on ad networks because you're making money not doing it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm making money in my sleep. That's the whole point of all of this. Like, I need that passive income.
Man.
And so over this year, I have specifically been working really hard to like grow the amount of like visitors to my site, like the content. I've gone through and kind of redone a lot of my old stuff once I know better. And as of now, I think I'm at like 25,000 sessions like a month.
Thousand.
And I'm on track. I'm on track to be in this ad network that I want to be by next year if the goal continues. So
listen, you're gonna get there.
Yes, I appreciate that because baby, like it's time.
It has been amazing to watch like the progression of Coin Cuisine.
Really?
Like, it's been amazing from the consistency to the content to being featured in Cuisine Noir.
Yeah.
Like I literally keep that on like my entertainment center.
There's another one this year too.
Whoa.
We had to wait until like she was able to do all of her releases.
Wow.
But there is another Cuisine Noir featured this year. So definitely go to that website and, check out. You can order the print. You can order digital. Sorry. See how I be doing, y'all? I'm sorry. But yeah, no, like I really appreciate that because it's not easy. And you know this because you have multiple creative ventures too. It's not easy to take something that you're passionate about and like get some of the processes and stuff in place to scale it, because you are great at knowing about artists, about putting me on. I said this last year. Like, you're great about putting people on, about finding things when it comes to like music but that doesn't mean that you're also the best editor in the world. You know what I mean? Like, you don't automatically know the best camera to use. So it's just like, it's hard to take like the one part that you're really naturally good at and add all that other stuff in to really grow and scale.
Yes, so that is not an easy feat, and it's something that shouldn't be taken lightly. Yeah. And you've been mastering it. Like, has it maybe been uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in season 1, we used to fuss about the internet.
We did.
Couldn't stand social media, the algorithm, all of that, like the feed, posting. But like you said, like, you've had to really step outside your comfort zone, learn different skill sets in areas that you weren't familiar with. Yeah. And now look, it's paying off. Yeah. Literally paying off.
My God. Like, I so appreciate that. Man. So that was a big thing for me this year. Like, every month I check my little stats and I'm like, okay, it's continuing to grow. Like, let me not hold my breath.
Right.
But I think we're doing good. So I think I'm on track next year to definitely be in a really major like ad network.
You're going to be in that network.
For recipe sites.
You're going to be in that network.
Thank you.
You're literally the definition of faith and work. So you believe that you can do it and you put in the work, and that's why you're seeing the results.
Thank you so much. I feel hot. Like, I'm being poured into. So good. Thank you.
It's all facts.
Thank you. All right. So now it's your turn. Another accomplishment.
Turn it back on me. All right. I see what we're doing here. All right. We'll just go back and forth.
Yes.
Another accomplishment I would say for this year. At the top of the episode, I told y'all about Poetic Jazz, which is the concert and event series that happens throughout the city. And I had gotten plugged in with the team.
Okay.
There was an artist whose show that I went to who's also named Lola. So wild. Maybe I'm just attract Lolas, but went to that artist show. Her name is Lola Viole. And she's like, have you ever been to Poetic Jazz? I'm supposed to perform at their set. Like, I put you on the guest list. You can come through, see if you like it. And I was like, yeah, sure. But I had gotten sick. Okay. And I couldn't make it. So I reached out to her and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm under the weather. I'm not going to be able to make it. And she's like, it's all good. I actually should connect you with the curator anyway, because, you have been wanting to be in these spaces. And I know she and I have talked off record about like me trying to like forge a path in these spaces and like these music event artist spaces. But it's like Fort Knox, man, which is another story for another time. So she's like, let me connect you with Lola Lede.
Okay.
So I connected with Lola Lede. She asked what my areas of interest were. I was like artist management, even like live events, festivals, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like, I'm just eager to be in these spaces. And she was like, all right, cool. Like, come through, watch a show, see how you like it, get the vibe. If you want to like work with me, I have an internship coming up.
Nice.
And I was like, man, I was so excited because I feel like every internship that I look at, you have to be in college. And I'm like, there are people out here, there are grown adults who are trying to make career changes who need internships too. Like, I'm not trying to take nothing from the young people. Wow, I sounded really old saying that. But I'm not trying to take nothing from the college-aged students or people who are in school. But it's really hard for like full-grown adults who have had a career who are trying to change tracks to gain experience too.
That's facts.
So yeah, got plugged in with the Poetic Jazz team. Started working on artist management. Started working on events management. Have been able to just really learn and glean a lot. Like it's funny because it's one thing to show up to a show like as a patron to sit back and relax and enjoy it. But there's so many little intricate pieces that go from like scouting to booking the people to making sure that the band and everybody knows where they need to be, like gathering volunteers and people to help and like facilitating and leading them. So lately I have went from intern, like the official closing of my internship will be at that last December show.
Okay, congrats.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I went from like intern to like team lead.
Yes.
Which is crazy because when I walked up in there, I was like,
Oh no.
I mean, I have transferable skills from working in higher ed and events management and stuff, but I was like, I'm the new guy here.
Right.
So lately, like, if she's had another gig or she's like touring because she's from St. Louis, like if she's in St. Louis or something, like performing, and she's like, all right, you the captain. Like, pressure, but I can do it.
Honestly, right? I love that approach.
That's been really dope, just getting plugged in with that whole team. And like, I didn't just plug it at the beginning of the episode because I'm involved. Like, it really is if I went to the show and didn't like it or didn't like the atmosphere or whatever, then y'all know me. Yeah. I'm not about to involve myself in no mess.
That's facts. That's facts.
Like, it got to be structured, organized. It got to be warm, welcoming, all of that. So yeah, being invited and now on the Poetic Jazz team has been a major feat for me.
Yes, that's really good. And it's another like branch on the tree of your passion. You know what I mean? Like, not only do you have Given Up the Tapes where you're you know, the CEO, the
all right.
the full boss, the girl boss of that, but you also are, you know, what I think is really important is when people really learn from the ground up, right? Like, you started from literally hitting the ground running, like doing things, you know, in the internship space to growing into a team lead to growing out of the internship at the end of the year. Like, all of that is so valuable. And whenever, you know, it's been a couple years or time has passed or however long and you're on this huge side of artist management, you can look back and like have those like foundational like skills that come from that. And so I don't know, that's really great. That's really cool.
Thank you, man.
I love that.
Yeah, it's been a constant journey. Like, because to go from an expert in one space to like completely novice, bright-eyed, really green, like bad one thoughts of like, am I too old to be trying to change careers and all that kind of stuff? Like, my goodness. So yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, like like I said, we're going round for round. So I want to hear
round for round, bar for bar,
bar for bar. I want to hear what else you had going on this year.
Okay. One thing that was big, I think I try to like tone it down, but it's a really big accomplishment.
It's huge.
I got my first, right. Huge. I bought my first home this year.
Clap it up.
Thank you so much.
Clap it up.
Very, very exciting. Something that I want to do for a long time just because the rental market is absolutely insane.
When I tell y'all, ever since I've known Shawnee since 2019.
Yeah.
2019 is when we pressed play on.
Honestly,
on
so really 18.
18. Yeah. This girl has been like these predatory landlords and this and that. Like,
I'm so tired of that, bro. Like, I literally, and it's wild because I didn't go into the year having that on my plate at all. Like, I really didn't. It honestly, it was God. It was like everything coming into place at the right time.
It's beautiful, man.
You know, so very, very excited about that. That was one of the things where I just kind of popped up on my friends. And it was a lot going on. Like, I had like surgery right before and everything. So it was a lot going on, granted, but pop that up on my people, but it was really fun to have the housewarming and just have like
it was so fun.
Everybody come together. Thank you. Have everybody come together, you know, friends, family.
Wait, can we pause real quick?
Oh yeah, we can pause.
Mind you, the housewarming was Coin Cuisine catered.
Oh, true.
And I've been through the website. Y'all see every now and again, I'll post I like to call them experiments because I don't be nailing it down like you do. But I be posting my recipes and stuff. But this is my first time having a Coin Cuisine experience, which was like, it was beautiful because you catered your housewarming. So it was like celebrating two things, getting to experience your food and your home. Like, it was really like cozy, warm, welcoming vibes.
Thank you. That was the goal, honestly. Like, I want that for my people because everybody who was there, like, was really, you know, instrumental in my life. And even people who, like, some people couldn't come, mind you, but like everybody was there, was very instrumental in like my life in all types of different ways. I want you guys to feel welcome and warm and like having a good time. And like, so I really appreciate that. That's good.
I'm so glad you did it. I'm so glad you did it. I'm so glad you like put a registry together for it because you deserve like, it's so deserved. And I think that sometimes as millennials, we try to like downplay or like try to not, I don't want to do or ask for too much.
Right.
You deserve it, man. Like,
that's true.
I haven't been to a housewarming and I can't tell you how long. Like, and you put the true definition of like housewarm. It was really like warm, cozy, welcoming vibes. And it was love all around. Like, I got to meet people. Like, meet y'all's family.
Exactly.
That was really cool. It was amazing, and I'm glad that you did it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So that was a big thing this year. Definitely super blessed. Excited to be where I'm at. Excited to help, you know, my friends when they are in their position where they want to get on now. I'll tell you guys how we did it, stuff to avoid, stuff to look out for, and
which is important.
You know, I wish that on all my peeps,
man.
If that's what they want, you know, like I wish that on all my peeps because again, it's something to really have something of your own, you know, and building equity. Like, y'all know I'm always put some financial stuff into everything, but you know, it ain't gotta be your forever home, but we definitely gonna make sure that we get some equity in a couple years when you're ready to sell it. If you want to sell it, you're in a great spot. So excited. For sure. Definitely excited about that. Thank you.
Yes.
So I will just swivel the mic back over.
It's like a pendulum.
Yeah. Back to another great thing in the life of Jackie in 2023.
All right, yeah. So this one isn't necessarily like measurable, if that makes sense. It's something that I've been working on in therapy for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah.
Which is just living authentically. Like, doing the things that I desire to do and not caring what anybody got to say about
that part.
Like, this year has been perplexing for me because it's been equal parts grief and joy. I post a lot of the joy, which, you know, that's a whole thing on social media. Yeah. To highlight reels and what's cool and stuff. But it's been really like up and down from, I was listening to our like end of the year from last year and I was like excited about my job and everything, like transparently got laid off like earlier this year. That's been tough. That it's been, like I said, just battling thoughts of like, do I now pivot into like these music spaces? Do I continue to go back to like what it is that I've always known, comfortable with, expert in? And it's been a challenge, but my therapist was like, don't place so much pressure on yourself as far as feeling like you have to only be doing things that are responsible or productive or whatever, because I do that.
Yeah.
And she was like, create moments of joy, create moments of like of passion. Think about little you and experiences or things that you would want to do that you didn't get to growing up for one reason or the other. So I've really just been in my bag. Like if I see an artist come up that I want to see, guess what?
Ooh.
I'm finna go see him.
Jackie was on the concert tip heavy this year. Like
people were like,
so
"Were you
jealous.
on tour?"
Right, literally. She had her own 2023 tour, bro. Woo!
But yeah, like
love that.
It's been a joy to just like to sit and maybe I should save this for cultural artifacts. But I was gonna say to sit in a Beyonce concert and to think about like having followed her since I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
I felt like it was like healing to my inner child.
Yeah.
Like going to these festivals, like just listen to the people that soundtrack my everyday life, that have soundtracked like my childhood, teenage years, like college. It's just been really cool. And there will be moments where I'm like, I should be doing this. Like I need to put more effort or emphasis and grinding into like, finding full-time work or whatever, in which I have been. The market's crazy right now as far as like just the landscape of
everything,
jobs and postings and all that. But I was like, I can't let that deter. Like, I can't let that stop me. Like, I don't want to just be holed up in the crib, feeling like I don't deserve things or I shouldn't be allowed to experience things. Like you're allowed to. It can be yes and there's nuance to life. It can be both. It can be all of the things. Like, so I used to punish myself and be like, do what you have to do do what you have to do before you do what you want to do.
Right.
Which I mean, there's a level of like maturity and wisdom that comes with that. But I'm like, I'm not going to punish myself anymore. Like, I'm going to punish myself anymore. Like, I only get one life. When I'm old and gray, Lord willing, I want to look back and be like, and not regret like all the things that I didn't get to do and be like, oh man, I'm really glad I did that. I'm really glad I popped up on the fam in the summer. Like, I'm really glad that I went to see the One Music Fest, like all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
that's beautiful.
Doing me, man. Which
there
is
was
so
like
weird.
5 different gems in that whole speech. So if I'm just kind of like subdued right now, I'm low-key reflecting on the stuff she was saying. Like, yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. I honestly feel like that's kind of my third highlight as well. Like I also rewatched our episode of the holiday episode last night, and one of the things that I said was I wanted this year to be about elevation.
You
like
did.
I wanted my word for 2023 to be elevate. And I really think that I've done that. Like I've done things that do make me happy. I got a cat this year, y'all. Like y'all know. No. Shout out to my girl Noodle. Like I love I've always wanted a cat, like personally, because I love cats. But just stuff that makes me happy. Like, is it just more responsibility technically? Like more things to pay for? Yes, but it makes me happy. She makes me happy. Like me going to concerts or traveling or getting back into therapy or our book club that we have. One. You know what I mean? Like all of that stuff has been what really feeds me. And I think it just goes hand in hand with my word of the year, which was elevation.
Man,
so
you knocked that out of the park. I'm telling you, like.
So we are very much on the same wavelength with that. I really feel like I think we've done a lot of being intentional. Like you said, with celebrating ourselves, with you know, even putting in the work with therapy, with reading self-help books, with, you know, having hard conversations or doing things that take us out of our comfort zones. But all of that really leads to positive outcomes. Yeah. So I'm super proud of both of us for 2023. It's been a really good year. Yeah. Like,